Welcome back to the Born Blondes podcast. I'm Aubrie.
And I'm Randa. Happy Monday!
Woo. Well,
I
is
changed
it a happy
it up.
Monday?
Well, for them, we want it to be somewhat of a happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you.
Yeah.
No
Today.
more, what is it, Monday blues?
Monday blues.
Is that what it's called, Monday blues?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah. No Monday blues for you.
We're gonna change things up a little bit again today, and we're gonna start talking about Michigan.
What?
Michigan.
Sorry. Just the way you
It's been a long day already.
Was that
Michigan?
Was that even English?
Probably not. Michigan facts and laws
That are
strange.
the facts are kind of cool, but the laws are just
Weird.
way in left field. Like,
Outdated.
it's so funny because it's like someone had to have done that in order for them to be for them to be like
no, you can't do that anymore.
You can't do that. That's prohibited.
Speaking of Michigan, not that it's involved, but the weird weather. What happened last night? Why are you texting me at 3 in the morning?
Okay, so if you live in Michigan, I don't know if you know, but there was a pretty big thunderstorm last night.
Right.
And Mitchell and I were sleeping, and I want to say it was like 1:20 or something like that. Mitchell and I get woken up out of a deep sleep to a huge boom.
Yeah.
Mitchell thought like a house blew up. I thought I fucking died because it was
the first
so,
responder in Mitch was like, all right, we gotta go.
you could totally tell our different personalities because he thought something blew up and there was going to be a fire, and I thought I died. Because that's the anxiety in me. But
Also, I asked this earlier, but Randa insisted that we needed to wait till we were on the podcast.
I thought it was just a good thing to say.
Let's
But
do
no.
it.
So I wear one of those eye masks.
Okay.
So I get woken up and I can't see. Like, I just open my eyes and it's just black. So right there, I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
I died. I've gone to heaven. What is this? And then the thunderclap was so loud, it, like, my ears were ringing.
Holy shit.
It was, I have a video of it I can show you. My ears were ringing so bad, so I couldn't see.
And I know it was loud because like I was telling you, like I work third shift, so it's always really loud where I work.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can hear the thunder, I know it's loud.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine what it was
It was-
like outside of work.
Oh my god, wait till you see this video. But not only couldn't see because I
Right.
had my eye mask on, and then my ears were ringing.
Right.
And then the feeling that I had in my body was just like tingles and like weird shock. Like I thought I was paralyzed or just like I literally died. I literally thought that I died.
Oh no.
So then I like Mitchell, he like is laying down and he just like sits up like this.
Oh god.
So then him like jerking up out of bed terrified me.
Right.
Also, because I'm like, what's happening? What's going on? What was that big boom? Like, are we getting shot at? Like, what's happening? So then he was like, I think that was a thunderclap or whatever. And I was like, oh, thank God, because I thought I just died. And he just laughed. He's like, what? I was like, I literally thought I just died. Like, I can't explain it. But the feeling...
I thought I was dead.
The feeling that I had was ridiculous. And then, like, I couldn't see, the ears ringing. It was just super bizarre. So then we're sitting there, and then we hear another big clap. And then we're like, oh, the dog's still outside. So then we're scrambling out of bed, getting all the things to get the dog. Mitchell opens the slider door, and it's downpouring so hard that, like, it's just coming in the house. So Mitchell had to, like, quick close the door. He's like, go get me a towel. So then I'm running. I'm, like, half asleep almost still, but also, like, wide awake because it scared the crap out of me. So I'm running everywhere to get a towel for the dog, and he is, like, getting the flashlight, and he's, like, banging on, like, the bottom of the deck because she likes to sleep underneath the deck. And no sign. So then Mitchell's like, well, I have to go out there. So then he's running to the garage to get an umbrella.
You should not be going out in a freaking thunderstorm with an umbrella.
I know. So then that made me freak out even more.
God.
So then he's out there with an umbrella, he's running around the backyard, trying to get the dog, trying to corral her into the house. And I'm just like, what is happening? So then after everything calmed down, we got her in the house, we put her in the bathroom, like we dried her off and everything, and then we went to bed. Well, because I was so, like my anxiety just went ballistic because I literally thought I died. I was like, I can't go to sleep now. So I'm on my phone playing solitaire, and then I message you, and then it wasn't sending through text, so then I had to message you, and it was just like, it was crazy. And all of that, Elliot woke up. So Elliot was like sitting up in his crib. Thankfully,
Did he like, was he like scared wake up?
No.
Or was he just like ready to play?
No, I think he just woke up because he heard the big thunderclap, and then he like stood up in his crib. He like looked around, but then he laid back down. So thankfully that was pretty good. But this morning I was like, Ella, did you hear anything? And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, how did you not hear this?
Hope is the exact same way.
I was like, Ella, I thought I died and you just slept through this? Like,
how dare you sleep through my death?
Can I show you the video, or is it going to be too loud on here?
I don't know. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. Is this the boom that woke you up?
Yes. You'll hear it. Isn't that insane?
Holy shit.
Anyway, it was terrifying. That Mitchell was like, that was the loudest thunderclap I've heard in like years.
Right? That's insane. And call me crazy if you would like, but me and Ricky, I feel like we have this conversation repeatedly.
What was that?
Mother
laugh?
Nature made this beautiful child, and we are killing it, and she is angry.
Well, I mean, that's a thing. That's a thing.
She is angry.
She's
pissed.
She is.
Mama Bear has come out to play,
Mm-hmm.
and then everyone's like, all these strange weather events, and I'm like,
Are they really strange?
you're the one killing her baby.
Uh-huh.
Mama Bear's coming to play. Weather is getting crazier and crazier,
It
and
really
everybody
is,
wonders
though.
why.
That's so insane. But I thought this thunderstorm was supposed to be the, like, after effects of the hurricane. Or the hurricane, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, damn. It was pouring last night. I mean, you saw that video.
Well,
of
so we
or that picture of the car
at
stuck
work that we had to close the big door because
we had to
if
close
it-
the big door.
well, we got like a big garage door, and we have to close it because if we get a heavy enough rain, we don't have like gutters or anything on the side of the building, so we get what we call the waterfall, and we'll have a waterfall in front of our door.
We have that too. We don't have gutters.
So we had to close the big garage door because when it starts to waterfall like that, it comes inside. So we had to close the door. So I was sweating my ass off at work last night because there was no circulation or anything.
Ugh.
Well, then
That's the worst.
it really is. But then, side note, I'm going to be such a squirrel. So I don't know if anybody else has noticed, but we changed things up and we
Just
switched
slightly.
things around, and now instead of having a window behind us, it's in front of us, and people
And
are
it's
gonna
open,
people
so
are gonna walk by and be like,
There was a couple that just walked by with a dog, and she literally
Squirrel.
like paused, like, what?
anyway. So, at one point during the storm, it had let up, and one of my coworkers opened the door back up. Well, I had ran to the bathroom, and I came back, and there was, like, water everywhere.
Yeah.
And my supervisor was walking towards me, and I was like, did one of the machines explode?
Hello?
I was like, what happened? He goes, somebody opened the door while it was still raining, because by the time I had came back, the door was closed again. And I was like, in the, like, 3-4 minutes that I went to the
Dude.
bathroom and came back, like,
Yeah.
we have this massive puddle here.
It was
like,
downpouring. It was insane.
yeah, that's old
literally,
Michigan weather.
oh my gosh.
Well, and like I told you, I got a text from Ricky at like 1:30 in the morning saying Hope crawled into bed with him. Like,
yeah.
I can't imagine. Like,
I wish.
I'm glad I was at work.
I wish I would have slept through that because this, like, pure fucking panic that, like, just went over my whole body. I was like, I literally just died. And then I kept saying it to Mitchell. He's like, "You're fine. It's okay. Like, you obviously didn't die."
You're not
but I was
dead.
I was in a deep sleep. Like I was woken up from a dream. So from REM sleep to boom, wide awake. Oh my god! Do not recommend. Don't ever do it.
Damn weather.
Not that you could control that, but anyway, that was the little tangent that I wanted to say.
I like it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take turns. Do you want to start with facts or laws?
Uh-oh. I did facts, so I'll do facts,
laws.
so you do laws. So the first one, excuse me, that we have is Michigan's actual birthday is January 26, 1837.
Okay.
That's when it became Michigan.
So, do we celebrate every January then? Can we just start throwing a big old Michigan birthday
I know,
party?
we have like a Michigan birthday party, but then we have like 4th of July for like everyone. I think that would be cool if like states started doing their...
cool.
That'd be really cool.
Like a holiday? That'd be fun. Let's do it.
Let's do it. It's a thing now, Michigan.
Start planning. So... My first law, it's a felony for men to seduce or destroy the moral purity of an unmarried woman, and it is punishable by up to 5 years in prison and a $2,500 fine.
Damn, it sucks to be a man.
The one time it sucks to be a man. But go ahead and try and prove that in court because, well, nothing else ever gets proven.
That's true. That's true. Well, I feel like a lot of the times... Never mind, I'm not going to say that. Moving on. Michigan is known as the Mitten State, the Wolverine State, or the Great Lakes State.
Correct.
I feel like that one was pretty...
Also,
Here's
a map.
Known. Here's a map. How's it go?
Here's a map.
Why did I do it the most difficult way ever?
I don't know. It's a map.
It's hard to do it with the opposite hand. I'm doing fucking like dance moves in here.
We'll just stick with the Lower Peninsula. I got it.
That one's the easiest one. And it's actually pretty cool because Michigan, I feel like, is the only state that you can actually do that with. Like, just use your hand like...
Maybe Maine, but it's not as perfect of a mitten.
That's true.
Michigan's like a perfect mitten.
Yeah.
But we can do the Upper and Lower Peninsula.
Also, side note completely, the other day, I can't remember... No, it was literally just yesterday. It was so hot here yesterday. It was literally insane. And I was like, I could never live in like a state like California, Texas, Arizona,
That's
Florida even, because I don't do well with the heat. And I was like, I would die. So
I don't sweat like I'm supposed to. So a lot of the times if I overheat, it's passing out or...
I feel like I do that too. Upchucking?
Yeah,
Seeing your lunch?
Yeah. So, and like so I've been with the same company for 10 years now. And every single summer, without fail, I've done one or the other.
That's just... Have you done it yet this summer?
Not yet.
Well, that's a good track record.
I can't say I haven't done one or the other. I haven't passed out there. I've been really, really close and normally catch myself. And then by the time I catch myself, I'm running to the bathroom. So.
It was hot yesterday. But anyway, I was getting somewhere with that little side note.
Sorry.
I would never live in one of those states because I choose to live where the wind hurts my face because it's so freaking cold.
In the winter?
Versus having to deal with weird, like, spiders and, like, scorpions.
Well, like, not only that, but, like, I feel like I don't want to say have a perfect little haven here, but at the same time, like, yes, we get tornadoes, but it's not like Tornado Alley.
Oh, God, no.
And yes, we get severe weather, but it's not anything unmanageable.
If it continues anything like it was last night,
right,
I can't.
But, like, we don't get hurricanes.
Right.
We don't get earthquakes.
Right.
Well, I can't say that. We got one earthquake.
Well...
Wasn't much. But
I feel like something like that is manageable versus when you live in a state where it's
that's
pretty much all the time.
The earthquake that we felt, like, some people felt it, some people didn't. Like,
I don't even really know what you're talking about.
It was back in...
I kind of remember,
I was still living at my apartment.
Okay.
But Ash was at home still, and she was downstairs getting ready, and, like, to her it sounded like Peyton ran a little too hard upstairs because it shook the mirror on the wall.
Okay, so that's not terrible.
But, like I said, it's...
When I hear earthquake, I feel like...
Right. But
we're going like that.
But, like, it was because it was, like, I don't remember what the scale is, but it was, like, a huge earthquake somewhere else that just happened to reach here far
like,
enough.
the vibrations got
we're
far
so
enough.
far from a fault line that we don't get earthquakes.
Right. Again, this is why I live in a place where the sun... Why do I keep saying that? The wind hurts my face, and
the sun
cold.
hurts my feet.
You have to tell him the story. Oh my god!
Over 4th of July weekend,
these things look awful. By the way, awful.
Over 4th of July weekend, we went to an air show, and my pale ass wears sunscreen like it's my job.
Like it's your second layer of skin.
Literally. Me and Hope both applied like 3 times in a matter of like 8 hours. If not more than that. I think it was 3 times. But anyway, somehow my dumbass managed to forget the top of my feet all 3 times.
She got the top of her ears though.
I got the top of my ears though.
Mommy would be proud.
But yeah, I failed to get the top of my feet, and it was a rough few days after that. My foot swelled to about twice the size that it was supposed to.
Blisters.
After the second day, it started blistering really bad, turning purple, and now it's slowly healing. It's just scabbed over now.
Scabby and...
Yeah, they're bad.
They look awful. That's literally all you need. Oh my god. Because we're not going to do any, like, feet videos here.
No free feet videos.
You got to pay for that. Anyway, I think it's your turn.
I hope you don't plan on doing any car shopping on Sundays because it is illegal to buy, sell, or negotiate the price of car on Sundays.
You know, it's actually really funny because this neighborhood was always you can't mow the lawn on Sundays.
Oh. Interesting.
The other day, Mitchell was mowing and his dad was over and it was a Sunday and he's like, you know, you're not supposed to mow on Sundays, like in these parts. And Mitchell's like, I don't give a fuck. Like that was like years ago. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a Christian thing.
I would
assume. Or if it's like you, like Sundays.
We literally live in the Bible Belt of Michigan.
Yeah, like it's very...
You can't go down the road more than a mile without hitting a church.
Or like 3.
Right?
Because they just tore that one down.
Aren't they building a new one, though?
I thought it was a daycare.
I have no idea.
Anyway, moving on. My question is, though, like, why? Why does it matter if you buy a car, negotiate a car on a Sunday?
I have no idea.
Like, I need some more
context. My guess would be because of religion.
I need some more context.
My guess would be because of religious reasons. Like, I know...
So weird.
I know
you can't buy beer. You can't...
I knew that.
Yeah.
But my aunt's neighbor, like, on Sundays, as part of their religion, like, they were not allowed to do anything. Like, they had to sit and spend the whole day, like, studying, and, like, they weren't allowed to go outside. Like, no activity, nothing fun. So, I don't know if it's part of that, or... I don't know.
That's not for me. Moving on. Michigan is the best state in America for beer lovers because we have more than 400 breweries in the state alone.
That doesn't surprise me.
There's
at all.
So many.
At all.
But I love that.
But, like, I can think just off the top of my head, I can think of, like, 5 within, like, 20 minutes of here.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
And, like,
I feel
if
like
you...
Michigan's not that big of a state, but that's...
And, like, not only beer, though, but, like, if you go up north, there's so many wineries up there.
Oh, my gosh.
Like...
I know.
That's literally what we did for my sister's bachelorette party. Like, we went wine tasting. Well, they went wine tasting. I played DD.
Which is not a bad gig.
It wasn't. It was fun. It was quite fun.
Oh my gosh. I love... That can go one or two ways. It can be really annoying because you're around a bunch of drunk people, or it can be, like, the funnest, like, time of your life because you just laugh at them for being stupid.
Yes. My sister especially is a very, like, fun-go-lucky drunk.
Your mom and your sister together are hilarious. I've seen a few of their videos that they've posted, like the one elevator.
The elevator with the
Oh my god. It was hilarious. By the way, that elevator was sketchy.
Yeah.
Because it was the ones that you have to, like, close the door, like the metal gates. Like on Titanic. That's what I just think of.
So, at one point, I'm pretty sure people were hanging out the sunroof, like...
Oh, I bet. Oh, my gosh.
Dancing. Oh, yeah, it was great.
That's a fun time.
It was good time.
I love that.
We had fun.
All right, give me a weird law.
It's illegal to throw snowballs from a moving car in East Lansing. Just in East Lansing. Everywhere else is fair game.
What?
No snowball fights from moving vehicles.
It's a drive-by snowball. It's a drive-by snowball.
It's a drive-ball snow machine. What?
It made sense in my head before I started speaking. It's a drive-by. Why do I keep saying that? It's a drive-by shooting.
Snowball fight.
Oh my god. English is hard. That's so funny though, because like I said earlier, like all of these things had to have happened in order for them to be like, that's illegal.
Right? But, like, I'm sorry, if I'm driving around, my car's gonna be warm. I'm not gonna sit there with a bunch of snowballs in my car.
That's true. I mean, unless you have, like, a bucket or...
That's fair, but still.
I mean, that makes sense because a lot of those snowballs could be, like, ice balls, and those can do damage.
I know you're not supposed to throw them at moving vehicles, but, like, from a moving vehicle? That's weird.
Who knows?
Snowball fight.
Okay.
What you got?
Michigan is home to the largest limestone quarry on Earth. Is that how you say that? Quarry?
Yeah.
Sounds like quarry.
Quarry.
Anyway, I don't really know.
It's
limestone.
It's like a mining thing.
You're a mining thing.
Sometimes.
Oh my god.
It sounded awful.
You heard that? Oh, I hope the pod heard that too. That was my hip, you guys.
Gross.
That is what it's like to be almost 30.
Oh, this one's a fun one. It's illegal to allow domestic animals or fowl to run loose at cemeteries and airports.
What the fuck?
Airports I can understand, but like cemeteries?
I just had a really bad joke.
Oh,
or like,
no.
Should I say it?
I don't know.
I was just gonna say, who called it in? Was it the people at the cemetery?
That's awful.
That's a Mitchell thing to say.
It isn't.
That is such
I've been hanging out with him too much.
I have. But for real though. Okay, I guess that would make sense because like cemeteries are supposed to be like
clean and tidy, but like,
are they sacred? Like
some of them, yeah.
Like you want them to, like you said, look nice and have like the lawn not have poop on it.
Right.
But like they also have people that go there to maintenance it and like mow the
but
lawn.
It's just like at any other park. Clean up after your pet.
But if it's a wild animal, they don't.
No, it's domestic animals.
Oh yeah, that's what you said.
Or fowl. So don't bring your ducks to the cemetery.
Or your chickens.
Or the airport. Like I said, I could get the airport, but the cemeteries are a little
Oh my god, could you
me.
imagine a plane coming in and just taking a duck out?
Have you heard of Miracle on the Hudson?
No, I haven't.
Sully, the movie?
Okay.
Back in 2010, a airplane hit a flock of Canadian geese while taking off and had to land in the Hudson River because it hit both engines.
I did not know. Of course you would know about air facts. Air facts.
I listened to, shout out to one of my favorite podcasts, even though they're not making it anymore, but Black Box Down. It's all about airplane crashes.
That's insane.
And investigations. But, like, it's actually really interesting. And in an odd way, I feel safer flying after listening to it because it's a lot of, like, 1980s and 90s, like, crashes because that's the reason everything is so safe and a lot of rules and restrictions apply now. But
yep, that would make
it's
sense.
cool. I like it.
You listen to a lot of podcasts.
I do.
I don't. It's so funny. Anyway.
I get a lot of trivia knowledge. Yeah, it's your turn.
But I love that because then you're able to, like, give me some because I feel...
I'll just give you random facts.
Dumber than a box of rocks. Anyway.
But you're not.
The painted turtle is the Michigan state reptile. I did not know that.
Okay, I know we all have, like,
state
trees and straight birds. We got straight birds. State birds, but, like, I didn't realize that state reptiles were a thing.
I didn't know that either. But
That's
why
really
the painted turtle? Like, why
Great
that?
question.
I should have looked that up. Why that one specifically? Why not?
I assume because we have a lot of them.
That would make a lot of sense.
But we also have a lot of, like, snapping turtles. So
That's what
why
I'm
not the
saying.
snapping turtle?
I know.
Lame.
Way to just single everything out.
If you plan on traveling by train, it is illegal to be drunk on a train.
You know how fun that would be? Oh my god, that would be... Actually, I don't know if that would be so much fun, because, like, you're moving, and I
feel like you'd get really... I was gonna say, I feel like that'd be a
sickness.
disaster.
Lately, since having Elliot, he's 2 now, I feel like, even in the car, I get, like...
Really?
Yeah. Like, it's not bad, but I get, like, slightly nauseous. Even, like, when I swing, when I do, like, the merry-go-rounds at the park, like... I can't do roller coasters, not that I ever really liked them anyway, but I can't do, like, carnival rides.
Which it's funny because, like, the last several times that me and Ricky did roller coasters, like, the bed moves afterwards. Like, after a full day of roller coasters, you'll lay down at night and it feels...
I was like, how's the bed moving? I was like, where are you going with that?
No.
Anyway.
But, like... You lay down on the bed, and it feels like you're still on a roller coaster.
Oh my god, that's how I feel when I drink too much. The room spins.
It's kind of like that after you've been on a roller coasters all day.
I hate that feeling.
But, like this past time that we went, like, I feel like we rode just as many roller coasters, and I didn't deal with that issue at all.
I
got a slight headache, but, like, a lot of that was because of the heat. But, yeah, I don't know. But I went to bed.
Water. I wonder if that helps.
We drank a lot of pop and juice rather than water, but...
Figures. I don't even know why I asked that question.
Well, we get the pass.
The refillable.
The refillable, which I tried...
They don't give you water?
You can get water, but I tried sticking to, like, lemonades, Powerades.
You needed the electrolytes.
You know... The fun juices. At one point, I think I went high C, like the fruit punch.
The fun juices.
The fun juices.
You're thinking of high C, and I'm thinking of, like,
alcohol.
We got the fun juices for these frickin' roller coaster rides. Oh my god!
I was gonna say, where are you going?
I was gonna say carnival rides. I don't know what the hell
I don't trust carnival rides.
You know, that
scares the shit out of me.
That's really funny because, like, why would you trust something that comes out of a fucking box?
I don't trust anything that can be taken apart and put together in a single day.
That's what I'm saying, but
hours.
The one carnival ride that, like, I love, but I can't do it anymore is called the Zipper. My sister and we went on that one, and I lost my phone. The chicken
cage of death.
Oh my god, it's so much fun, though. Like I said, my sister and I went on it, and we were, like, spinning, and my phone, like, came out of my pocket, and it was just like rolling around in there. And my sister was like trying to grab it for me.
I got it.
Oh my gosh, that's my favorite memory of that ride, but I can't ride it anymore. It's so annoying.
No, thank you.
But I also can't do carnival rides, so I did go on Shivering Timbers at Michigan's Adventure with Mitchell. Like,
y'all, that has gotten rough.
oh my god, you're like,
that's what I said. That one has gotten rough. I remember
that one's bad.
I remember like riding that back to back to back to back to back when I was younger, and now I'm like, I can barely ride it once. Like, it has gotten
the back pain
rough.
you get after that ride is like, y'all gonna need to pay my insurance because this is
I need a chiropractor.
this is not okay. All right, I got one. Michigan is the only place in the world with a floating post office.
I did know that.
I didn't know that.
It's, if I remember correctly, it's in the UP? Maybe
that would
Mackinac
make-
Island?
I feel like that's...
I don't remember where it is, but yeah.
See, you know, I wasn't very good at my research, and I could have put where this was
Well,
at.
what's the fun in that?
Hey, I'm just stating the simple facts. If you want more detail, Google it yourself.
Google it.
Google it yourself.
Google it.
Google it. Go look. I was just saying, go look it up yourself / Google it. But
Or in your mom's terms, you can goggle it. Yeah, throwback for you there.
oh my gosh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
In Detroit, it's illegal to allow your pigs to run free unless they have a ring in their nose.
I can roam free, guys.
You calling yourself a pig?
Oh wait, that one wasn't intentional. Oh god. I only call myself a pig because I snort when I laugh, not because I'm like fat. Let's just state that.
But also, like, of all the places, Detroit, it's a city.
That's true.
Where are you gonna find a pig in Detroit?
Oh my god, that butterfly scared me. Yeah, that's. And why specifically a pig?
I don't know.
And why a ring in its nose?
I don't know.
Those are like very specific.
I didn't Google it either. Sorry.
You didn't Google it. What the
Do
fuck?
research next time.
But like, I don't. It's just.
I don't know.
Again, I can't because like this stuff actually happened in order for them to be like, you can't do that. But like, why? What's it gonna do? It's a pig.
Run you over?
The little tiny piggies are so cute.
The little piglets.
No, little piggies.
Have you seen piglets in PJs? It is the cutest thing ever.
I want to see little piggies in jammies.
Do it.
Oh, is it on TikTok?
I've seen it on, I think, TikTok and Facebook, so
Okay, I'm definitely
it.
gonna go goggle that.
gobble it. What you got for me?
Okay,
You can't
the
see.
white-tailed deer is Michigan's state game mammal.
I feel like I knew that.
I feel like I knew that too. We have a lot.
They're pretty tasty, too. Anyway.
Funny story. I was with someone and we were having burgers and they were like, how's your burger taste? And I was like, it's very suspicious of you to ask. But I was like,
Right.
it's really good. Not knowing it was venison. And they were like, oh yeah, that's deer. And I'm like, that was the first time ever in my entire life ever having venison. And I was like, one, it wasn't bad at all. But I was like, at least warn me.
Right.
Because here I am thinking I'm eating some beef.
Right.
But it's actually like, I was like,
I grew up eating venison because my dad's a hunter. I'm
Right.
a hunter, so yeah.
full circle. Okay.
My dad actually gave my dad was like, you want some venison? I was like, sure. He sent me home with like 8 pounds of it, and I was like,
Oh my
sweet.
gosh. So do you just make... oh my god. Do you just make like burgers or do you do like
I don't even make burgers. Like, we'll use it for tacos.
I was just
We'll
gonna
use
ask
it
that.
for spaghetti. We'll use it for whatever. We'll get every so. It depends on what cuts you get from the butcher, but like every so often we'll do like cube steaks and do like a Salisbury steak recipe deal with it. It just whatever.
I don't like Salisbury
Use it for anything. The neck roast you can make a nice roast out of. So anything and everything. Breakfast sausage.
That's
Biscuits and gravy.
That's too much for me. I can't with all of that.
I love it. Absolutely.
I'll just stick to the norm.
Okay.
I mean, that is pretty normal now, but
Venison's actually a lot more lean than burger is, because normally we're draining the grease out of burger, and with venison you have to add grease just so it doesn't burn. Like, have you ever seen the tubs of bacon up or whatever it is? It's like literally a tub of bacon grease.
no.
We'll put a spoonful of that in our pan before cooking our venison burger,
Oh.
so the venison doesn't burn.
We usually do ground turkey,
That's fair.
so we don't really eat. The only beef that we have is like burgers, but everything else is
It's just like
ground turkey.
meat.
What you got for me? Oh, is it my turn?
Your
turn?
What'd you just do?
Oh, you just did the
deer.
pig one.
No, you just did the deer.
Deer.
It's
That reminds me, Mitchell and I were driving home from someplace like a few months ago, and there was a deer that crossed the road, and I was like, deer, 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 and he's like, the fuck? I'm like, deer! Like, there's a deer! Like, I couldn't even get out the fact that I was like, babe, there's a deer, like, right in front of us. All I said was, deer, 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 deer.
That's anytime Ricky
I got, like,
90% of the time Ricky drives, but like,
oh my God.
I'm always like, deer, as we're passing it in the road. I don't, we were out, we were actually over by my house, and one, like, jumped across the road, and we're both like, deer.
That's pretty much what this one did, but Mitchell wasn't really... Because Mitchell's, like, the driver who will, like, drive, but he's constantly, like, looking around at everything, like, oh, those people have a boat. Like, who fucking cares? Just drive. So, like, he was looking this way, and the deer came this way, so I was like, deer, 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 deer. And he was like, what? And I was like, deer, deer, deer.
It's deer, 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 deer.
So he had to, like, slam on his... Oh, my God, it was awful. Anyway...
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
No, just straight deer, deer, deer. He's like, you never call me deer. I'm like, there's a deer.
Yes, honey.
I actually don't call him hun or honey either, because it makes me feel like, okay, hun.
Hun?
Like, it's very, I don't know.
If I call Ricky, he'll go, what did I do? It's always babe. Hey, babe.
Basically.
But
Yeah.
I'll be like, hey, Ricky, and he's like,
What?
what did I do?
I know, it's not very often that I'll be like, hey, Mitchell. Usually it's Michelle.
Michelle.
Hey, Michelle.
Anyway, it's against the law to paint a sparrow with red paint in the intention of selling them as parakeets.
I beg your finest pardon. What? How do you paint a bird?
With red paint. But it's illegal, so.
With So, if you have
wouldn't
any
do that.
intentions of that, sorry to spoil your plans, you can't.
It's illegal.
Unless you get caught.
Unless you...
I mean,
What?
it's only illegal if you get caught.
Fair. Fair.
I mean,
Or you could just go buy a parakeet.
but we're not going to promote that. Don't do it. Apple blossom is Michigan's state flower.
I did know that.
I did know that.
I
did
actually
not know
saw
that.
it. I saw a really cool tattoo. It was a Michigan outline with a apple blossom.
What does an apple blossom even look like?
They're like a white and pink flower. They're
Let's
actually
see.
really cool looking.
Apple blossom.
Blossom.
Oh, okay, that is pretty.
I see them everywhere.
Yeah.
So in Wayland,
Oh boy.
anyone may keep their cow on Main Street for 3 cents a day.
Just gonna fucking park a cow on the side of the road like it's a goddamn car.
Yep. But you have to pay your toll. Your 3 cents.
What?
But it, like, obviously,
What?
it's a little more civilized nowadays, so
I mean, that's true.
I don't know if
Could you
that would actually
imagine?
fly. Be like, but it says!
Could you imagine driving and then just seeing a fucking cow on the side of the road? Like, I'd be like, what the fuck? Cow, 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 cow.
And then you get Ricky rolling the window down. Moo!
Literally.
We literally passed. We passed a farm one day, and I don't know if it was turkeys or chickens. No, like neither of us knew what it was. He rolled down the window and started making all the sounds.
He's like, one of them will make them come my way.
And poor Hope was sleeping in the back. He's screaming out the window. I'm dying laughing. She's passed the hell out. She didn't.
Oh my
She
god.
didn't wake up to any of it. And I was like, okay.
That is so funny. That actually reminds me of something. We were up north, and Mitchell's brother was like, I can do a turkey call. And he goes, turkey, turkey, turkey.
It's fantastic.
I was like, it's better than what I could do. Good job, dude.
Have you seen the kid that does the duck call?
No.
It's a really popular TikTok video, but the kid's like, I got a duck call for you, and then turns around and goes, come here, duck.
Turkey, turkey, turkey. I love it. Okay, this one's kind of a long one, so bear with me. A war with Ohio called the Toledo War delayed Michigan's statehood and led to a trade. Toledo remained in Ohio, and the Upper Peninsula remained in Michigan.
Huh.
I know. I was like, what?
Is that why we have the UP?
Yeah.
Which is weird, because I feel like if it were to go to anybody, it wouldn't be Ohio, it'd be Wisconsin. Like, if I feel like if anybody
Hey,
were
I don't
to
make
take...
the- I
I
don't make the
know,
rules.
but I'm just saying, like, I feel like if anybody were
I
to
just
take
work
the
here.
UP, it would be an extension of
No, that totally makes
Wisconsin,
sense. Yeah, that
not-
makes sense.
Ohio.
I don't know. Toledo War
Interesting.
delayed Michigan's statehood.
So in Niles, you have to make sure you get out of the automobile on the sidewalk side of the vehicle.
Here, let me just climb through.
Up and over the dash.
Oh, I wouldn't even park.
Be like, alright, just keep driving.
It's kind of like one of those things when you're driving downtown and you have to parallel park. I just go home. Fuck
Do you
that.
not know how to parallel park?
I do. I just choose not to.
You want to know a
I
funny
don't
story?
like to.
I practiced parallel parking so much before my driver's test that I nailed it first go around. But when I went to do the backing up portion, I actually hit one of my cones because I swung it a little too wide.
Because you're like, ooh, let's parallel park. Just kidding. We're just reversing.
Well, like I said, I nailed my parallel parking. It was perfect. And then the backing in portion, I swung a little wide and caught a cone.
Swung a little wide.
Just a little wide.
I love
That's
that.
the only cone I hit, though.
It's pretty good. That's impressive. I don't think I hit any cones. I also don't remember my driver's test.
Were you 18?
Was.
I don't think you had to take one, did you?
I did, but I think it was very, like, small.
Huh.
But again, I don't remember it.
I have no idea.
Moving on. I don't remember it either.
Is it your turn?
Yes, it is my turn.
I was going to say, you said go ahead, and I was like, wait a second.
You're like, wait a minute. Michigan is the only state in the nation compromised by 2 peninsulas. Upper
Yeah.
and lower. Which I think is pretty badass.
We got the Yoopers and the Trolls.
Yeah. I'm a troll. Use a troll.
I sure am.
Trollians.
In South Haven, it's
Oh, boy.
against the law to fling an abandoned hoop skirt onto the street or sidewalk, and those who do will be fined $5.
I okay.
Are hoop skirts even around anymore?
I don't. My question is, I wonder what year all of these became illegal. Because that would really
like 17, 18, 1900s.
Literally. Like
early 1900s.
Oh my god. And the fact that they're like still around today is just crazy to me.
Right?
Like
one of them that got abolished was that you can't swear in front of women and children. Fuck. Well, shit. But it didn't get abolished until like 2002, I think.
That's crazy. There would be so many people like getting the can because so many people swear. So many. Me included.
Same.
You included.
Same.
Both of our significant others definitely included. Especially mine.
Mine too.
He swears like he's gonna get paid for it. Like, dude, relax.
Sounds about right.
But I just love it because it like emphasizes your like, I don't know, just like
emphasizes how fucking pissed I am.
Yeah, it just puts a little cherry on the top. Like, fuck yeah.
We are coming up on about 45 minutes though. So do we want to keep going or do we want to save the rest for later?
I want to say, pick one more.
Okay.
And then I'll pick one more, and then we'll end.
Okay.
Okay. Mine is Eminem, Bob Seger.
Sorry.
Eminem, Bob Seger, and Tony Hawk all live in Michigan.
Nice.
I knew Eminem did.
Yep.
I didn't know about the other ones.
I knew Bob Seger, but that's because my dad's a big fan. I didn't know about Tony Hawk.
Who was the one Bob guy that just died?
Bob Saget.
Ah! Yep.
Dave Coulier, who, if you're Full House, you know those two names, but...
If you're Full House.
If you're a Full House fan. Dave Coulier played Uncle Joey. He
looks so much taller.
I want to say he just built a house in Michigan. He's from Michigan, though.
That's so cool. Yeah, I have another list of people who were like born in Michigan, but I think it's really cool that even though you're famous and like most people live in Hollywood or like other states, I think it's really cool that they stayed here or they left and like they're coming back home. Like I think that's really cool.
Didn't Muhammad Ali have a house here?
Let me just whip that out my asshole. I don't know.
I think he did.
You said,
okay. Okay. I'll wait.
I'll wait. Give me like 5 minutes. Okay, TikTok.
So back to Detroit. They've got a fun one. Lots of fun ones.
Why are all of these in Detroit?
I don't know. I was asking myself, it's that weird south side of the state thing. South side? I should say southwest side. I don't know what's going on over there. Southeast. That's southeast. I don't know my directions anymore.
Directions are hard.
Anyway.
We need to get this girl a compass.
Back to Detroit. I have one on my leg.
Well, you don't use it. I have one on my leg.
It's illegal to tie your alligator to a fire hydrant.
Here, let me just wrangle my gator quick.
We don't even have gators here.
They stole it from the zoo.
They're just like, take it. But that's my thing, like, how many times did it have to happen for that to become a law? How many alligators were tied to fire hydrants that they're like, we have to put a stop to this?
This is a no-go. This is against the law. We don't have, like, wild gators. Like, yes, we have them at the zoo, but, like, what? That one was definitely a kicker because, like, that's a good way to end the pod. Because, what? I'm, like, dumbfounded. I don't know about you, but that, like...
I read that and was like, what?
That is crazy to me. Anyway.
You can tie them to the tree, though. Just not the fire hydrant.
Or only a post.
Just not the fire hydrant.
A light post.
Same thing.
Whatever. They both have lights.
All right. Well,
one thing I wanted to mention, if you are watching us on YouTube, more of you are just watching versus subscribing. So make sure you subscribe. Yes. It's free and it helps us out with the algorithm and just, yeah.
And if you're anything like me and listen to the podcast and don't really pay attention to YouTube, go subscribe on YouTube anyway.
Facts.
I don't even care if you watch the video.
Then you can see our pretty faces.
Anyway, I'm gonna go vacuum my roof now. Make sure you follow on all the socials, and we'll see you next time.
I'm gonna go shave my cat. Oh, that sounded bad.